Welcome back to On the Sticks, where we provide you with the information you need so you can spend more time on the sticks. I'm Sticks, and today we'll be taking a look at the top 10 SpongeBob characters we would like to see in the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl video game. So let's jump right into the list. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to help directly support the channel over here. Thanks. So when we previously did our list of characters we would like to see in the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl game, we started making the list, and after a while it was becoming mostly SpongeBob characters, so we had to separate the list. As you can see in the previous video, it had no SpongeBob characters on there, so this list will be all SpongeBob characters. And I say, why not turn SpongeBob into the Fire Emblem series of this game? You know, in Super Smash Brothers, Fire Emblem got hella characters and they forever adding a Fire Emblem character. So with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, make that happen with SpongeBob. Stay adding SpongeBob characters. There's plenty of characters for them to go from. So let's jump right into the list. Of course, you can't have a list of SpongeBob characters without including Plankton, longtime rival of SpongeBob. I feel like you can throw him in there. For one, he's a villain, and he's always going against SpongeBob and all the other good characters on the show. So why not throw him into the fighting game? Of course, you couldn't leave him this itty bitty tiny size. You know, he always using his gadgets and stuff. He's built machines and stuff like that, robots. So I say put him inside like some kind of mech suit. It doesn't have to be like a giant mech suit. It could just be like a quote unquote normal person size mech suit. Throw him in that and have him fight. Or you could put him into the giant suit like he's had before and make him a huge looking character on the level of Powdered Toast Man, Reptar, those kind of characters. Even though I don't think they're really huge on there. I want to say everybody's kind of scaled to a similar size, I think, if I'm not mistaken, from what they shown in the trailer. But yeah, throw Plankton in there inside a robot suit and let him beat up on folks. Next, you know, you gotta have Mr. Krabs on there, just because he's always upset about somebody trying to take his money, or people are always upset at him because he's taking their money or finessed them out of some money, you know, with the famous meme of him about to get beat up over those what was it, the pretty patties? That's what they were. That's changing people different colors, their tongues different colors. So yeah, I would put Mr. Krabs in there. I feel like he'll be a fun character to fight with. Make it to where every time he punch somebody, money fall out of him or something like that. I think that would be a pretty cool idea. Mr. Krabs is just an all-around funny character to me. Always about making money and got the craziest jokes, you know. So I say put him in the game. Next, you got Bubble Buddy. I know that's probably seems like a weird choice for the game, but I think he'll be a good, I want to say, joke character almost. I'm trying to think. I want to say they said somebody on the Smash Bros game is a joke character, but for some reason I want to say Mr. Game & Watch, or maybe Rob. I can't remember. If you know down below in the comments who is supposed to be considered a joke character on Super Smash Bros, let me know. But yeah, I would love to put Bubble Buddy in the game and beat somebody up as Bubble Buddy. I think that'd be pretty funny and pretty demoralizing. When you really want to show off, you pick Bubble Buddy and just go ham on somebody. I'm all for that. So think about adding Bubble Buddy. Next, you got the Ashling Slasher. You know, the story of him made him into a real menace. A Bikini Bottom had everybody shook that night at the Krusty Krab, thinking he was about to come kill them all. And I guess you could do him two different ways. You could do him as SpongeBob being the Ashling Slasher or something like that, something random, give him like a costume being that, or you can have the random guy that showed up for his what was his interview or his first day of work or something with the spatula at the door. You could make him the Ashling Slasher. I'd be cool with either one. Probably more so not normal guy, the random dude being him, and just have him look real scary. You don't even have to really show his face, I guess, because if I'm remembering correctly on the episode, they had him as a shadowy figure. You can just see like his red eyes and his spatula hand and him being humpback or something like that. Ashling Slasher, add him in. Next, you gotta have Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, and I gotta have them connected as one character. I feel like you can't have Mermaid Man without Barnacle Boy, and you can't have Barnacle Boy without Mermaid Man. So add them in the game as a combo character, kind of like Ice Climbers. You can make them like that, and with their abilities, you know, they have the different moves they do on this show when they throw, like, what was it, the water balls. You gotta have them have an ability with the invisible boatmobile too. Gotta have that. But you know, they're always in and out of the SpongeBob series, causing mayhem and ruckus. unintentionally, of course, because they're the good guys. But yeah, I would like to see them included in the Nickelodeon Smash Bros. Roster. Next up, when you think of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, you know you gotta think of Man Ray as well. So why not add him in as another villain character? You know, he's already out there trying to fight everybody. He just fits in, you know. If you watched the previous video, you know I'm all for the villain representation in the game. The more villains, the better. And I can't think of a better villain off the top of my head from SpongeBob to add than Man Ray. So I'm cool with him being in there. Next up, you got the Flying Dutchman. And the thing with Flying Dutchman that's really good, I feel like you can throw him in as a regular size character, or if you want somebody like huge giant for like a boss fight, if that's a thing in the game, or just to have a bigger size character in the game, he can be both sizes. I feel like he's been both in the SpongeBob cartoon. I could be mistaken, but I think he's been like SpongeBob size before and like super big before, just because he's a isn't he a ghost on there, a ghost, a phantom, not normal, you know, not a regular character. But yeah, add Flying Dutchman. You can even have his boat on there too. Matter of fact, make his boat a whole level. And I think he'd be pretty cool to fight with, using ghost abilities or sword abilities, things like that, you know. And he's a pirate, so we're all for pirates. Add him in there. Up next, you got Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry. Once again, I feel like it's another ice climber situation where you should have both of them together as some kind of pairing. But I guess you could separate them if you really wanted to. But I know me personally, anytime I think of Dirty Dan or Pinhead Larry, I think of the other, you know. That was a very funny moment on the SpongeBob episode. I feel like you just got to have both of them together. And I guess it would just be SpongeBob and Patrick in different palette swaps, you know. I don't know what can really, or who could really be them, Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry, other than the actual people they base the joke around. But I feel like that would lose the funniness of the joke. I think that's the best way of saying that. Funniness, hilarity, maybe hilarity of the joke. Is that a word? Anybody let me know down below in the comments. Is hilarity the word I'm thinking of? But yeah, have SpongeBob and Patrick as Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry. I'll be for that. I feel like that'd be pretty fun to play with. I would probably pick them just because that episode. Up next, you know you gotta have DoodleBob in the SpongeBob character list for any kind of game. DoodleBob, definitely iconic character from the franchise. And like I said, it's another situation where you could just make him as a palette swap for SpongeBob, or just make him his own character. I'll be all for making his own character and have him fight with the magic pencil, attacking with it like it's a sword or a staff or a spear, something like that. Give him some moves where he can erase you with the eraser. I'll be all for that. And of course, he got to be on there talking in gibberish. I guess if I don't know if they have voice acting or not in the game, but if not, you can just like throw like random letters above him in like a talking bubble or something to simulate him talking gibberish. But yeah, I'll be all for DoodleBob. Next, you got handsome Squidward. He is probably one of the most memed characters in SpongeBob. A lot of these guys are pretty mean, but handsome Squidward is one of those guys that's really mean, just because he comes from Squidward and just becoming handsome. The thought of that being a character is pretty funny to me. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they made him all buff, muscular and everything when they made him handsome. So if he all buff and muscular, you gotta throw him into the fighting game too. You know, I think I would rather see handsome Squidward than Squidward himself. But maybe put regular Squidward in the game and have him transform into handsome Squidward, or like his final smash type move or something like that. I think that could be pretty funny. I feel like you can have regular Squidward, like a fast, agile character that's gonna hit you multiple times, something like that, and then he transforms to handsome Squidward, where he's all buff and move a little slower, but he's way stronger. Kind of like when Trunks transformed to super turned up Trunks and got real swole, but still got beat down. Shout out to any Dragon Ball Z fans watching this. But yeah, handsome Squidward. I'd be cool with him popping up in the game as well. I know there's supposed to be the 10 SpongeBob characters, but we got one bonus character that I would love to see in the game as well. When I think of SpongeBob, another iconic character I think of is the hand that's always reaching down and doing stuff to him, or picking up stuff or grabbing stuff. And you can legit make him a carbon copy of the hand from Super Smash Brothers. You know, we went over it in the previous video, and if you haven't watched the previous video, make sure you go check that out. It's just 10 characters we would love to see in the game that aren't related to SpongeBob, so go check that video out as well. But yeah, we said in the previous video you can have the head from Legend of Hidden Temple, Olmec. You can have him in the game and have him like the hand from Super Smash Brothers. Well, here with the hand from SpongeBob, you can straight up have it like the hand from Super Smash Brothers, since that's all it is, a hand, because that's all we ever see from it. So put him in there, have him smacking folks around, have him hitting folks with hooks, dropping stuff down from the top of the screen, picking stuff up, taking them off the screen, throwing them all over the place, stuff like that, you know, zany, wacky stuff like that. I would be cool with that, and I think SpongeBob fans would appreciate him being in there, especially longtime SpongeBob fans. I'm a day one SpongeBob fan. I remember the very first episode ever shown, the premiere, watching that. I know I just dated myself right there with that, but yeah, shout out to SpongeBob. And some honorable mentions we got are, of course, the My Leg guy. I feel like he definitely needs to be in the game some kind of way. Make him an assist trophy or something. If you're a Super Smash Bros player, you know what I'm talking about there. My Leg guy. Just make him a commentator or a random person in the background and just have him scream out "my leg." Maybe you can pick him up and throw him at people and he scream out "my leg." I'd be cool with that. I had some people suggesting the sea cucumber guy, Kevin, from the King Jellyfish episode, and shoot, King Jellyfish as well. I think you can have both of those guys, just some random SpongeBob characters. So as a random SpongeBob character, I think Kevin fits in. You can have him because he was a bully to SpongeBob for a little bit, and he introduced us to the King Jellyfish. So if you want to have him in the game, I think they said they have his level, King Jellyfish level in the game. But I would like to see him as a character too, and if not King Jellyfish, why not a regular jellyfish? And then I feel like either one would do good with attacks on the game. Another honorable mention, King Neptune. I feel like he'll fit in with his trident and using attacks with that. And who else we got? Larry the Lobster. I feel like he can fit in just because he's a buff guy in the SpongeBob world, always lifting weights. Hopefully he can fight good. Bubble Bass, you know, he was pretty annoying, so I know SpongeBob would love to have a one-on-one with him and throw some hands after all the trouble he put him through. Pearl, I think Pearl would be an okay character to throw in there if you're just adding people from SpongeBob. I think some people would like Pearl, actually, you know, a female character in the game. I'm sure girls would like to pick them, or some guys, you know. But I want to say Pearl has some SpongeBob fans out there. Some people probably enjoy Pearl's episode. And our last honorable mention, Mrs. Puff. I just think it's funny because I don't know if any of you have seen the theories on YouTube about Mrs. Puff, how she's living a different life or have a previous life, and she came to Bikini Bottom to start over. I know she mentioned something about it in one of the episodes when she said she can't run and start over again. So what if in her previous life she was like some crazy assassin or some fighter or boxer or mercenary or something, and they put her in the game and she get to use all her old life skills? I feel like that would be crazy. So I feel like Mrs. Puff could do it. Those were our 11 SpongeBob characters we would love to see in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. What you guys think of the list? You think it's any SpongeBob characters we left out? You think it's any that wouldn't fit in good with the game? Let us know down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and share it with your friends. And be sure to check back here daily for more content from us at On The Sticks. Thanks.